not afraid. Love is running through our veins. If you fall, if you break, I'll be here to numb your pain. When your skies fill with clouds, there's no need to turn around. Here we are, wide awake. It will never be the same. 'Cause when your heart breaks cold, you need to know I won't let you go. I won't let you go. Yeah, I know our story's still untold. I won't let you go. I won't let you go. Never. I won't let you go. I won't let you go. Never. I won't let you go. I won't let you go. Never. I won't let you go. I won't let you go. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Through the dark, into space, it's with you where I feel safe. In a sea full of dreams, there's no place I'd rather be. When skies fill with clouds, there's no need to turn around. Here we are, wide awake. It will never be the same. 'Cause when our heart breaks cold, you need to know I won't let you go. I won't let you go. Yeah, I know our story's still untold. I won't let you go. I won't let you go. Never. I won't let you go. I won't let you go. Never. I won't let you go. 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 I won't let you go.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, hackers. Welcome, sponsors. Welcome, everyone, to IC Hack 23. Coming for our 11th year, IC Hack is bigger than ever, with 500 hackers from not just around the UK, but around the world. We're here not just to compete, but to collaborate in pursuit of innovation, creativity, and of course, some incredible prizes. We are here for one reason: to push the boundaries of what's possible, to challenge each other, and to leave our mark on the world. It is true we are here to compete. We are also here to learn, to compete, and to grow, to build a community of like-minded hackers, creators, makers, and innovators, all who share a passion for technology and innovation. You have the power to shape the world in ways you can only imagine, and this hackathon is only the beginning. So, my fellow hackers, I challenge you to dream big, to work hard, to not give up. The future is in your hands. And now, we've got a packed weekend for you, so I'll hand over to my colleague Kia, who will talk you through the schedule.
Sorry. There we go. So, as Alex mentioned, we have a super packed schedule in store for you all. Today, we'll have workshops from Cisco, BlackRock, Terra, and Palantir, looking to give you a chance to learn more about the different technologies used in these companies, whilst picking up helpful tips for your project. Lunch will begin from 1:15, and we'll have two options for this, so there'll be something for everyone. Throughout the hackathon, there'll be refreshment areas in each hack zone, which you can go to at any time to pick up drinks and snacks whenever you need. Water fountains are available across campus, so please remember to keep hydrated. Today, we'll also have snack stalls throughout the day near Queen's Tower. Pop by to grab waffles, churros, candy floss, slushies, whatever you want. Bubble tea will be distributed at 4:30 in the Sherfield building. Nando's for dinner, kindly sponsored by G Research, will be arriving at 7, shortly after which we'll head over to Metric for drinks with Polly AI from 8:30. If you can't find your way there, simply find someone in a staff t-shirt to point you in the right direction. Sunday, we'll start off strong with Midnight Pizza, sponsored by HRT. This will be followed by karaoke at 2 a.m. After that, we have a much-needed break in the busy schedule, in which you're welcome to take advantage of our break rooms. We'll start again with breakfast at 9 a.m. There'll be a selection of sweet and savoury options which will be kept out until lunch, so there's no need to wake up early if you don't wish to do so. Hacking ends at 12 p.m., after which we'll have lunch and judging. Prizes will be awarded in the closing ceremony at 3 p.m. The only thing after that left to do is head home for some much-needed rest. As you can tell, the schedule is super packed. Don't worry about remembering everything. We'll have posters with the schedule around hack zones, and we'll be posting updates on Slack throughout, so make sure you keep an eye on that. We hope you're able to make the most of the workshops, speak to sponsors, enjoy the snack stalls, and most importantly, have fun. Many of you will be new to Imperial, so for those of you that are, we've got this map up here. I'd recommend taking a picture so that you can make sure you know your way around. Currently, we are in the Great Hall. All hackers will be spread out across the hack zones in SCR, JCR, and QTR. I'm now going to pass over to my colleague Alex.
So, as Keir mentioned, we've got the Queen's Tower rooms, which has some of the hack zones, and you can see where each of the companies are located. So make sure you head over to each of those stalls. Similarly, with the senior common room, pay particular attention to the fire exits. We don't expect any fire alarms during the event, but if they do occur, then you can recognize them by the later up boxes at each of the exits. Similarly, in the junior common room, which is the one right at the end, we've got some more companies, so make sure you head over there, and you can also drop your stuff and begin the hacking in that hack zone as well. But bringing back for a moment, it'd be a great time to thank the volunteers, because some of them have been working for over 3 months to deliver this event. It's a huge amount of work that comes into making ICHack possible, and as volunteers, we all want to make sure you have the best experience possible. So would you join me in a round of applause for the volunteers who've been working the past 3 months? We'd also like to thank our partners, without whom ICHack would not be possible. In particular, ICRS, we'll now invite up to the stage to talk about the Hack Hub and how they are enabling hardware hacks to thrive at ICHack.
All right. Firstly, a warm welcome to ICHack 23 from the Imperial College Robotics Society. It's a pleasure to be supporting ICHack again this year. So for those of you who don't know who we are, we run a student-led makerspace in the electronic engineering department, providing support and hardware for student projects. So we'll be providing a number of services this weekend, including 3D printing, soldering, and a whole host of other hardware services. Yep. So if you need any advice about hardware or any advice, if you need any help with project or hardware advice, please come to us. We have the know-how. We've run a bunch of different projects in the past, and we will also be providing hardware loans throughout the weekend through the Hardware Hub system. So where can you find us? You will be able to find us in the senior common room next to the Hardware Hub, or right next to the DocSoc Tech Hub. We're happy to help with any queries you have and direct you to our lab in the EEE building. Lastly, feel free to ping us on the Slack channel in the hardware channel, or come to our booth in person. We're happy to help, and please do enjoy the weekend.
Thank you, Haoshin. Next up, we'd like to thank our sponsors. They spend a huge amount of time bringing this event together, and without them, it really wouldn't be possible. In particular, over the past few months, they've been putting together a huge amount of swag, but also at the weekend, they bring their expertise as well. So before we go into introducing each of them, we'd like to have a round of applause for the sponsors who make IC Hack the best hackathon in the UK. First up, we'll hear from J-Man Group on who they are and what they do.
Thanks a lot. So J-Man Group, we're a small but fast-growing data and technology consultancy. Now, I'm sure plenty of you know data powers the world. In 2022, 60 zettabytes worth of data was produced across the globe. Now, that's 60,000 billion gigabytes worth of data. That's an awful lot. A lot of the big companies in the world, they know this. They produce your social media feeds, your music. They help run ChatGPT. Most businesses, though, they don't really know how to use data. Or maybe they understand the power of data, but they don't have the time or the capability to do it. And this is where J-Man Group comes in. We help plenty of businesses to understand the power of data and understand how it can help to produce better products, and also to improve their customer service. So if you want a hand in terms of some of the data you're using in your project, or if you just want to find out a bit more about jobs at J-Man, come and speak to myself, Ben, Alex at some point over the next few days. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I think our PC is running perfectly stable, which is why we're having a few technical hiccups. Can I take it off? Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. Last time we had to wait for the montage for the technical difficulties, but we've got it in the opening ceremony, so we're doing well. Next up, we'll hear from DRW, so please give them a round of applause and welcome them to the stage.
test. Hi, I'm Himanshu. So I graduated last year, and I did 4 years of computing here at Imperial. And every single year, I participate in IC Hack with some decent results. So I know a thing or two about this event. But I guess here, I'm in a capacity to pitch DRW to you. I'm a tech guy, and I'm pretty sure 95% of you in this room are either maths or tech. So I'll take that angle. Basically, first, let's just talk about what sort of event this is, right? I mean, 24 hours, you have to build something creative. You have to build something potentially with real-world applications, and you have to do so against your peers who are probably just as smart as you. Well, let's be honest. Behind, and I at least speak for myself here, behind the shiny slides and the great UIs you're going to show us hides some truly horrific code. I mean, like, adding if statements to patch up faulty machine learning algorithms. I've been there, I've done that. And fair enough, like, you only have 24 hours, what are you gonna do? That's what makes it exciting. At DRW, I would say that we take the best of what hackathons have to offer. You know, the nature of the industry we work in finance and the services we provide, like market making. We're going up against the best in the industry every day, and we're doing so with a great amount of adrenaline and thrill, at least for myself. But at the same time, you know, if you're here and you have a project or an idea, you're going to be able to see it through from start to end. Nobody's going to be able to impose any sort of arbitrary standards or time scale on something that you've come up with. You know, you have the full reins. And as a budding developer or a young quant trading analyst, I think that's incredibly important. DRW isn't the first finance company or first finance-related work that I've done, but it's the first time that I felt this way to this extent. And I think that we not only use code, we deeply respect it. If that's the sort of thing that you'd be interested in, I'd motivate you to visit our stand in QTR. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what you have in store for us. Thank you.
Next up, let's hear from Citadel. So please give Citadel a round of applause and welcome them to the stage. Do you want to speak there or are you just here?
Yeah.
Just this here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but that's, I think, just yours.
That went well.
Sorry. Do you have slides or?
Yeah, but it's fine. I don't
Okay.
need them. Okay, cool. Well, hi everyone. I'm Molly, and I'm the campus recruiter for Citadel and Citadel Securities. For those of you who don't know us, we actually are two different firms. So Citadel is a hedge fund asset management company. Citadel Securities is then our market maker. Across the two companies, we do offer internship and graduate roles every year in our three main pipelines, which would be software engineering, quantitative research, and trading. Our internship program, we do offer kind of longer ones for Imperial students, so we do offer kind of 6-month placements, but our main kind of program would be our 11-week summer internship program. In Europe, we do offer positions in Paris, Zurich, London. On a more global scale, we do obviously have a big kind of presence in America and also in Hong Kong and Singapore and Sydney. So I'm joined today by some great business reps. I've got like past interns, I've got graduates, all Imperial alumni across software engineering and trading. So come see our stand, can give you more information on our different opportunities. And yeah, happy hacking.
Thank you. Next up, let's hear from Marshall Wace. So please give a round of applause and welcome them to the stage.
Hi, everyone. My name's Connor Kiernan from Marshall Wace. I'm the Chief Technology Officer and a partner there. My background is in computer science and applied maths from the State University at New York and at Albany. So I'm an American. I apologize. I'm not here to cram really Marshall Wace down your throat. I did want to just give you guys a little bit of perspective about how I think of future careers and how I think of technology. What I often notice is that the first step that you take out of university really often defines your career. It starts you on a journey, and if that first step is working for a particular company that does a particular programming language really well, or if it's in a giant company and you work for a particular department, it's accounting, that 2 years down the line, other companies that are looking for people who've done software development on accounting, you look attractive to them. Or if you've worked at an asset manager and you worked on trading systems, you suddenly become a trading system developer. And I think what I wish I knew when I graduated university was, what are all the different possibilities and opportunities out there? And we've structured our graduate program to be like that. First of all, we offer internships as well, but our graduate program is rotational. So you join us and you rotate through a bunch of different teams and a bunch of different technologies. We're an asset manager that's about 65 billion assets under management, and we have 130 programmers. And we have hundreds of systems that we build ourselves. And those are using many different technologies, many different languages and databases and Linux and Windows and just everything. And so it's really just about exposure. The other thing that's important about Marshall Wace is that you're not in competition with your colleagues. When you join a really big firm, you're almost invisible. And whether you know you're in competition or not, you are. You're in competition to be seen, right? And similar, if you join a particular team, you're in competition or you're focused on one thing. It's really a competitive environment. And some of our peers are structured in pods, where these pods are actually in competition with each other. And I guess the idea is that, that sort of competition leads to innovation. And for us, our view is it's really about collaboration. And in biology, there's this concept of R selection and K selection. And R selection is really about fierce competition. It's you care about yourself, and you're focused on your own food supply. And your gestation periods are very short, and you have millions and millions of offspring, and many of them die quickly. It's just a numbers game. And in K selection, you have longer gestation periods. You care about your offspring. You're enriching and nurturing them. And so you can think of like shrimp or rats are R selection, and elephants or humans are K selection. When I think of Marshall Wace, we're a very K selection firm. You are there, you are seen, we're enriching you, you're rotating through a number of different teams, learning a lot of different tech, and 2 years out, you have a very strong foundation of rotating through a broad base of technologies, and so you look attractive and you have a more understanding of what's available in the technology marketplace, right? And this, you compare that to working at Google, and you've worked on Chrome for 2 years, and millions of people use Chrome, but you've never talked to the end user, right? And so the reality is, do you want to be seen? Do you want to be loved? Do you want to build a strong foundation and be diversified? Or do you just want to be invisible and get paid, right? So Marshall Wace, keep us in mind. Come talk to us. Hear what we're about. Keep it K selection. See you all later.
Next up, let's hear from Palantir. Please welcome Palantir to the stage.
Cool. This one? This one. Yep. Hello. I'm going to keep it very brief. I'm Seb. I'm a forward deployed engineer at Palantir. We are very, very glad to be back. If you haven't heard about us, we create software to help organizations all around the world integrate, manage, and make sense of their data. And some of our customers are the NHS, Airbus, Ferrari, and many, many more. We started quite a long time ago, and now we have 20+ offices. We have 3,000 plus people, London and New York being the largest offices, and we're still hiring. So if you're interested, feel free to pass by our booth. Enough of the salesy pitch. While we're here, we're bringing Foundry. So Foundry is a platform you can quickly use to build end-to-end applications in it with PySpark, TypeScript, so you have full-blown IDEs and repositories inside. It's available for everyone to use at a hackathon, so just pass by our booth if you want to sign up. In my opinion, the easiest way to win. And you can compete in any price category with it. We're very flexible. Winners of any price category with Foundry are going to be invited at our office later. If you're unsure, just let us know what you want to do, and we can give you some advice. It's quite quick to set up, and it's a pretty good learning curve. If you want to take a break a bit later in the hackathon, we're also going to organize an escape room in Foundry at our booth, and teams up to 6, and it takes about 30 minutes to do, so it's quite quick and easy when you had too many Red Bulls and too much coffee, or not enough sleep. I guess that's one way to sleep. But yeah, that's everything. Just let us know if you want to use it, and it's probably going to make your life a lot easier in the next 24 hours. Thank you.
Next up, let's hear from SLB. So please give them a round of applause and welcome them to the stage.
Hi, everyone. Okay. I'm Chiara, and I'm here today to speak about SLB. Who we are. We are a global technology company who is innovating since almost 100 years in the energy industry. So today, you can meet myself. I am the recruiting manager for Europe Digital Profiles, and you will have also other people at the table, Abby, Revati, Tudor, and Waltz. You can come meet us later to know more about the company. So what do? We create amazing technology to unlock access to energy for the benefit of all. And how do we do that? Is we use science and digital technologies. We partner with other companies as well. And we want to help our customers find energy and produce energy. And we do this in more and more complex environments. We are an international company. We have more than 80,000 employees in the world. We have employees from 170 nationalities, and we are in 120 countries. If you join the company, you will be exposed to early responsibilities, to collaborate with colleagues that are from everywhere in tech centers worldwide. You will be exposed to borderless careers, and we believe in promotion from within. So just to give you an example, myself, so I'm an Italian. I am an environmental engineer. I joined SLB 16 years ago as a field engineer, and I was working offshore in Egypt. Then I went to France, and I started to work as a reliability engineer on hardware tools. And after 4 years, I decided to change, and I wanted to do software development. So I went to do software development for the interpretation of geological data. And I did this for about 10 years. And now, recently, I moved to a HR position, so my first non-technical position. And I am a manager for the recruiting team in Europe. Another example of promotion from within is our CEO. He became CEO in 2019, but he started in 1987 in the company as a junior electrical engineer in France. So to recap, what can you do in digital at SLB? You can have opportunities in all of those disciplines because we have embedded software, we have back-end development, front-end development, full stack. We have desktop applications, we have cloud applications. We have UX experience, UX design, data science, IoT. So the objective is for us to connect data, people, and ideas through the most recent technologies, and we want to help our customers to make better decisions in a faster way. And we want also to help them shift towards a more sustainable energy future. So thanks for your time today, and please come to see us at the table later, and have fun. Thank you.
Next up, let's welcome G Research to the stage.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to add to the finance research companies now, so look forward to that. As a brief introduction to G Research and what we do, we are a quant research and technology firm. An example of something that broadly our quants might pursue and have pursued in the past is looking at car park activity and if that would tell us anything about corporate health. This particular example was to do with Starbucks. So one of our researchers contacted a vendor, got a load of data on car park activity for Starbucks, and then overlaid that with weather data, because we do know broadly how that impacts consumer use, I suppose. And the results ultimately showed that the increased car park activity that we'd seen in Starbucks for the last couple of years did indicate a better position for Starbucks. So we took that position, and by we, I don't mean us particularly. It's actually our client that does all the trading, and it did release a substantial profit. As I mentioned there, we don't actually do any trading, so that's one of the things that makes us quite different from a lot of the other firms you might see here today. We have a separate client who focus on all the trading, which means we really get to focus on what we're good at, which is research and development. Also, I think the other thing that makes us quite different is probably more on the culture side of things. Because we aren't a classic finance company, we aren't a very stuffy environment at all. It is much more relaxed. It is quite a good work-life balance. We're never going to expect you to rock up at 8 a.m. and leave at 8 p.m. So it is genuinely quite a nice place to be. Other things to note about working for us. These are just some of the main things that we think are a kind of good sell, especially to people such as yourselves. So we do have access to kind of cutting-edge technology. We are always looking for new ideas of what we can bring in. We do have a flexible career path, so if you're someone that wants to go into management roles, that's there. If you're someone that would prefer to go down a kind of technical expert route, there's that. You also have a lot of time to work on your kind of passion projects through our 10% days as well. Finally, in terms of life at G Research, we're a very sociable firm, so there's loads of socials you can do, there's loads of clubs and sports and games and things you can get involved in, and additionally there's a lot of opportunity to kind of learn and develop. That is really kind of what we're about at our core, making sure that we hire smart people and keep them learning, keep them developing. So here today you've got myself. I work in the campus recruitment team, so if you do want to know about any opportunities, please do come and chat to me. We've got Luke here as well, who is one of our software engineers in platform. And then finally, last but not least, we've got Terence here, who can introduce himself.
Hey, yeah, my name is Terence, and I actually come from a similar background to you guys, or similar position. I was a MEng computing graduate as well last year, and did my placement here at G Research, which I really enjoyed, and I ended up going back to the same team. So today I'm just going to give you a brief introduction of the type of work that I do. So my team and I kind of work as engineers who are embedded into research teams in G Research. So we almost act as a conduit building research platforms and trading systems for our researchers. So to give a sense of what I do, my research team is really big into big data and machine learning. So I would be creating research platforms around Spark or the big data Hadoop environment, as well as other top-end machine learning frameworks as well. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything to do with kind of the internship process or what life is like as a graduate or just anything about the business, we're located in QTR. So yeah, come down. Have a chat with us.
Next up, let's welcome HRT to the stage.
Cool. Hello, everyone. So I'm a representative for HRT. I'm an Algo developer, and as at Imperial, I graduated 2018 and joined the firm then, and I don't regret it. So I would, you know, if I was in your position, I would seriously consider taking a look at HRT as a place to work. So what do we do? It's an algorithmic trading company. We just trade stocks and other instruments on electronic markets all over the world. It was founded in 2002 by some computer science graduates from MIT, just like yourselves soon. And they got together. They were like, yeah, let's make some algorithms to trade the stock market. They did that. It worked. They made a bunch of money. And now the company, 20 years later, has about 1,000 people. Throughout that time, the founders were computer scientists. And as they brought new people in, computer scientists, physicists, mathematicians, everyone's really technical all the way through the workforce, and that's it's really refreshing. It's not very corporate. It's quite flat management structure. You can talk about technical ideas with whoever in the company. Let's see. Yeah, so I joined 5 years ago, as I said. In that time, it's grown massively. There's loads of opportunities, loads of projects coming up now more than ever before, and you definitely find really interesting work to do there. What else should I mention? We take ethics really seriously in the work we do. That's not an afterthought. It's really important to, it's really important. And it's really important to feel that what you're doing, has a purpose and is contributing to improving things. And, I feel people at HRT really feel that. And we also have a commitment to diversity and inclusion in our hiring process. So we're hiring for software engineers and algorithm developers, which is kind of like a quant research role. If that sounds interesting to you, then feel free to ask me any questions later on. Cheers, thanks.
And last, but by no means least, please welcome IMC to the stage. I'm so sorry about that.
Hi, everyone. I'm Yolanda, and I'm from IMC. And I was going to ask if you know IMC, and if you could raise your hand, but I cannot actually see anything. So, yeah, all right. Okay. Nice. Well, I'll tell you more about it. So, as you maybe know, IMC is a global trading firm. We are active on over 100 exchanges and trading venues, and we trade a variety of financial instruments. We actually position ourselves as a tech-driven company because it's our technology which really gives us a competitive advantage. And yeah, the way we're able to leverage that technology is with the help of our technology teams. So I'll tell you a bit more about that after I catch my breath. Whew. All right, so we have Java and Python strategy teams, which work closely with traders to quickly implement and adapt the trading algorithms. And they also calculate volatility and pricing options. And we also have C++ execution teams who work on more complex algorithms and ensure that the hardware engineering team, the hardware solutions get integrated with our algorithms. So yeah, that's how we're able to really get a low latency trading, how we're able to get our trades in very fast. And yeah, I hope you want to learn more about our programs, our graduate programs, and our internships. So feel free to check out our stall later on. Thanks.
Right. Next up, I'd like to introduce to you the Go sponsors for IC Hack. Let's invite Optiver up to the stage. As one of the oldest market-making firms in the world, Optiver has been improving financial markets since 1986. Right. Let's give a round of applause, please.
How do I change slides with this? All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Matteo. Maybe we can try and which one? Cheers. Hi, everyone. I'm Matteo. Before we dive into the challenge, maybe I can share a few words about myself. I'm originally Italian. My background is in applied mathematics, financial engineering. I joined Optiver a little more than 4 years ago. These days, I actually lead a data trading team in our Amsterdam office, and today I have the honor to introduce you to our challenge. Before we dive right into it, let's try and play a game. So, what do you think this sweater is worth? How much would you be willing to pay for it? $3, $40. Okay, I see a lot of different opinions. Okay, there are also a lot of trading firms over here today, so I expect some strong opinions. And right here, what is it? You can get paid to wear it. Well, I would buy it, but okay. And okay, so this is part of a problem, right? There are a lot of opinions, a lot of different prices. How do we deal with this, right? If global markets work like this, it would be very chaotic, it would be very unstable. I would be very afraid to trade in these markets. So that's where market makers step in, right? What market makers do is we provide a fair price. We provide a price at which you can decide whether you want to buy or to sell, right? So we provide this fair price, buyers can decide, sellers can agree. We meet on that price, markets become stable, markets become efficient, and then we trade more. Okay, so this is a nice link to our challenge of today. So what we ask you to do is challenge yourselves, challenge your teams, compete against others, become a market maker over the next 24 hours. And you can simulate your trades in an exchange, Optibook. This is a little bit of a sneak peek of it. You can compete against other teams. You're going to see your results live. Optibook is going to stay live and on for the next 24 hours. At the end of it, we'll decide whoever built the best trading bot. So this challenge, this platform might seem familiar. We used a similar platform last year. However, the challenge is completely new. This year, we're asking you to indeed market make some ESG stocks, some green economy stocks. Make sure that we're going to become more efficient, more liquid, more traded than our benchmark stocks, also on Optibook, some fossil fuel stocks. Let's make this green economy a little bit better. And you're also going to be able to trade arbitrages. So you can identify ETFs versus basket kind of arbitrages. You can trade on it. And if you're good at it, you're going to see a positive P&L. Okay? So I hope this was interesting. I hope you found, if you want to know more about it, come to our workshop. We'll go in detail about what we're expected to do, the challenge itself, the platform. You're going to get some of these sweaters, so come early. And because I'm going to hand out a few. And, well, this is all. Thank you.
Next up, I'd like to invite Tara up to the stage. Tara and Imperial Startup, making it easy for apps to connect to all variables. And we have Tara up on stage right now.
Hey everyone, it's always a great pleasure to be back to Imperial College. I graduated from here in 2017. For those who don't know what we do at Terra, so we built an API that makes it very easy to access fitness wearables data. Essentially, with a single connection to Terra, most developers and companies can access data to build some of the most innovative products in the space at the moment. So even though the technology is very complex and we solve some complex engineering challenges on a daily basis, we make it very easy for developers and companies to access our API. With 3 lines of code, you can get access to data such as heart rate, calories, number of steps, and many more. So the backend is how you access data, but we also like to make things very simple. So we built a widget, which is a front end, and that's how the companies that use us use a very simple widget to authenticate their users. So we enable some of the best companies in the fitness and wearables and fitness and wellness space to build some great technologies. So think of how Spotify can access your heart rate to build and recommend music to their users. Think of Netflix being able to know what's the next movie without even having to search and go through all the data they have. So with emotional metrics, you would be able to know what to do next. So these are some of our clients. So Ultrahuman uses data so that they provide nutrition and advice, fitness advice. Perform uses the data to provide music recommendation while you're training. And Ultrahuman improves your sleep simply by accessing data and improving and adjusting the temperature of the mattress so that you increase your deep sleep. So if you sleep less, you would be able to, with the 8 sleep mattress, you would be able to get a deeper sleep. These are some of our investors, some of you who love football. We have Ilkay Gundogan from Man City as an investor. We have Kieran Gibbs, who was one of the best left backs in Arsenal. And of course, Y Combinator and General Catalyst. So how do we define ourselves? We are simply a bunch of friends working together to build some cool stuff. So 70% of our team is from Imperial. We are super passionate, super motivated to build some amazing things on a daily basis. We give a lot of ownership and accountability to every single member who joined our team. And if you're looking for exponential growth, that's the place where you should be. And most importantly, what's the challenge today? So we think of our team as a team of Avengers. So basically, the winners of the challenge will be one of the Avengers, and will have the right to some amazing prizes. But before I go into that, so the most innovative team that will use Terra to build and hack through by using health data will win the challenge. And the prizes are, so you will have the right to lift the hammer. And you will get a golden trophy and a very brand new VR headset. And of course, a fast-track interview to join the Terra Avengers. Thank you very much, guys.
Next up, I'd like to invite Jane Street up to the stage. Jane Street is a quantitative trading firm and liquidity provider with a unique focus on finance. So, welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm Polly from Jane Street. We're not massively into PowerPoint presentations, so it's just me to talk to you for a while. I did have a little list of things I was going to talk to you about, but as you've been sitting here hearing from all the other people that work in this space and having a brilliant intro from Optiva about what market making does, I probably don't need to go too much into that. But what I do just want to say, because I know you're all very keen to go and start hacking, is that we are really pleased to be here and sponsoring this, because at the heart of what we do is problem solving and collaboration and working on really interesting stuff in exciting and dynamic space, and that's what you're all here to do this weekend. So good luck, go forth, hack, and we'll see you on the other side.
Next up, we'd like to invite BlackRock, one of the world's premier asset management firms. Let's give a round of applause, please.
All right, I thought I was getting a clicker, but no one else did, so I think that would be a little bit unfair. All right, hi everyone. My name's Lucas. I'm from BlackRock, and I have a lot of notes in these slides, just saying a lot about what we are. But after all those talks, I'm going to try and keep it short. So I'm an analyst. I joined back in August. I graduated from King's College London, where I studied computer science. But please stick with me. I promise I have some interesting things to say. So what does BlackRock do? So BlackRock is the largest asset management company in the world. We manage almost $10 trillion in assets across 100 different countries. I think we have something like 130 offices. The company was founded over 30 years ago, and we have this goal of staying ahead of clients' needs while taking a risk-first approach. And risk is really core to every aspect of our business. It was a really key principle and a motivation amongst BlackRock's founders. So we manage assets for a large range of clients, individual investors, though not directly retail investors, pension and sovereign wealth funds, charitable foundations as well, and other financial institutions. And we also have a big advisory business. We advise companies and governments. So what is asset management, some of you might be wondering? Essentially, it's just the business of handling other people's money, typically investing it for them. And unlike other asset managers, BlackRock doesn't invest at all on our own books. So we're really client-focused. The client is really king to the infinite degree. And in our capacity as an asset manager, we'll carry out due diligence, assess the risk appetite of our clients, and then recommend various products and investments, all with the aim to maximize our clients' returns, but still keep in mind that risk, which I've said is so important. Okay, so how does technology fit into this? What does BlackRock have to do with tech, let alone this hackathon? Well, technology is how we do this. We have this suite of tools called Aladdin, and as I've heard it put, it's our not-so-secret sauce. It's one of the things that differentiates us from any other player in the finance or tech space, and it's a unified investment and risk management platform that was built to help us better understand risk and manage portfolios on behalf of our clients. Some of our portfolio managers are managing hundreds of portfolios, and that simply wouldn't be possible without Aladdin. So it was built initially because we had no off-the-shelf solutions that suited all of our needs. It started way back in the 2000s, so some people might say we were the first fintech. I'll leave you to decide if you agree with that. And you can think of Aladdin Genie, which is our toolbar, like an app store comprised of a suite of fully integrated tools and applications, all of which are used in the investment managed process right from the start to the finish. And it's really end-to-end. It's used in every part of a trade's lifecycle. We're an enormous company with, I think, 20,000 employees. And it's used from research and risk analysis right the way through to the trades themselves and post-trade analysis. Here on the screen, you can see some of the tech we use at BlackRock. So like I say, we're an enormous tech company. Aladdin is huge. I think we have 100+ different tools on there. But we're constantly trying to implement new and exciting technology, and that helps us maintain a competitive edge. We've had a big shift towards cloud infrastructure lately. So you can see Kubernetes up there. That might be familiar to some of you. So we're constantly trying to innovate. Okay, so today's challenge. We challenge you to come up with a solution to help evaluate the sustainability and social well-being of investments, make it easier for investors to factor this into their decision. And I apologize for reading that word for word. I know you can read. Okay, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. What are some examples of this? So could blockchain be used to verify the sustainability of materials used in a product? Could sentiment analysis be applied to news articles to provide insight on a given stock? And can you conceive a portfolio analysis tool that helps to evaluate the environmental impact of your trading decisions? So I know that's very broad, but we're interested to see what you can come up with. And our prizes are Fitbits. Not this Fitbit, because I know this is a rubbish Fitbit, but some slightly newer ones, which I think are more like a smartwatch. And we've also got a workshop later, so please come along to that. That's on sort of different ways of dealing with APIs, from REST to gRPC and protobufs, and we use gRPC and protobuf at BlackRock. There's a huge initiative to make all our APIs consistent in that way. And finally, here are some of our early career programs. I'll talk a little bit about the graduate program, like Marshall Wace. I kept thinking it was Waste, but it is Wace. We have a rotational graduate program, so you'll come out a really broad-skilled engineer, I suppose. You rotate through 4 different teams, taking 6 months in each. And there's a wonderful culture at BlackRock. Like I said, it's an enormous company, so I can't vouch for every department, but certainly in APG, which is most of our software engineers, we've got a really relaxed culture. I could come into the office wearing what I'm wearing now. We have ping pong tables, etc. So it's a really lovely culture to be in, and a very flat structure as well, so you can really speak to anyone. Yeah, so thank you very much. Please pop by our stall, and if you want to find out any more about our early career programs, you can see some links and emails up on the screen.
And now for the title sponsor. Can I have the drum roll from the audience, please? Let's welcome Cisco to the stage.
Does the thingy work?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it's not really? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. It worked last time. I got it on side.
I got this, you got it.
I got 2 in case.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
oh,
it.
oh. Sorry, it's all worth the hype. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it should
Be like, no, I don't think I would. Anyway.
Did it work? Yeah, okay. Oh, no sneak peeks. Okay. Already. Cool. I won't take too long. It's going to be 5 minutes. It's the last one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be worth the 5 minutes. So I'm Sunny. I'm an engineering leader at Cisco. I joined about 2 years ago, and before I was also actually at Imperial. I've seen a lot of people from Imperial speakers, so I'm one of them again. And I did a lot of hackathons. And in fact, that's how I got here. So I know it's filled with exciting ideas, amazing opportunities, and we got a lot of things ready for you. So before it might be a bit boring. I wanted to touch about what we do though, because not everyone might know. We're a very big global company, over 80,000 employees. Countries, nearly 100 different countries have our offices. And our values are to connect people with devices, applications, and data. And it's not just about who and what we connect, but how we do it. We want to make sure it's secure, no matter where we do it, what devices you use, or what applications. And in order to make it most efficient, we automate. So without going into further details, the best way to find this would be to come to our talk or workshop. So at 12:15, we'll have a talk on quick glimpse into Cisco technologies, which will be presented by 3 different teams at Cisco. We do have a lot of different teams working on various different technologies, so please do come and talk, and even chat to our engineers after the talk. And then we have a more in-depth talk, followed by a workshop at 2:30 p.m. This will be on Cisco Secure Web Gateway by Umbrella Team, and then a more hands-on workshop for Micro K8s. So please do come along to both. Either it will give you great ideas about your hackathon and even the technology you can use. So Cisco also focuses on bringing an inclusive future. This depends on a healthy planet, and this doesn't just come from some people or certain areas, but we all need to do our part in order to address the global challenges. And this leads nicely to our challenge this year, and I'm going to play a video to introduce you.
Humans and nature. We're in this together. Yet nature has given and given. It's our turn to do more. Cisco Smart Building Solutions and our partners' technology benefit both humans and nature. Catalyst switches connect securely, delivering power over Ethernet, reducing costs and greenhouse emissions. Cisco Wireless and DNA Spaces use intelligent automation, creating efficiencies that help the workplace and the planet. And collaboration tools enable hybrid work, decreasing environmental impact. Sustainability is essential to powering an inclusive future for all. That's why Cisco is committed to achieving net zero emissions by 2040. Between meeting human needs and a sustainable future, there's a bridge. Cisco, the bridge to possible.
Great, so I hope you guys all guessed it by now. Our challenge this year is to create a sustainable future. So the 5 things we focus at Cisco are, as we mentioned, it is to embrace hybrid work, increase efficiency, the circular economy, but these are not the restrictions for your hackathon project. I want to leave the whole theme to be very broad because sustainability doesn't just come from certain area, certain people, it is for anyone to do and anything you can do for sustainability. So I want you to come up with any idea that brings the sustainable future to during this IC Hack. So I can't miss out, obviously, on our prizes. So this year, our winning team will get Cisco WebEx desk camera and wireless Cisco headset for each member, of course. And not just this, but you'll be invited to an exclusive visit to our Cisco UK's headquarters, where you'll take part in WebEx hologram experience, tour of the office to meet and see all the engineers, talk to them, and you also get a meal with us. We also have a bonus challenge. This has been so popular in the previous years. We have a whiteboard set up in our store, which is in SCR. So please pop in any time during the hackathon. You know, you might feel stressed, you might want a break, feeling creative, or really bored, who knows. Come in and show your creativity. These are some of the work from last year's, and we also give a prize to the winner, which is Cisco WebEx desk camera. So yeah, please show off your skills. And last but not least, sorry, just 1 more minute. Please visit our store. We got so many swags. I think most of you got the rubber ducks by now. We got some amazing Meraki security camera and hardware you can borrow, Cisco WebEx devices that you can try on. And if you have any questions about our career opportunities or more questions about Cisco, please come talk to us. We're more than happy to. So thank you very much and good luck.
So just as a summary there, we've got 4 fabulous prizes. And you're welcome to build your projects to target any one of our sponsors categories. Pairing that up, we also have a range of DocSoc prizes. In particular, an interdisciplinary challenge. This is for projects that cross the boundaries of just one subject, combining technology with other fields to build the most impactful projects possible. We have a second category, technology for all, building accessible solutions that challenge yourselves to bring technology together and unite people as well. We have the Frontiers Challenge. This is our moonshot category, where you can build absolutely anything. The crazier, the better. And our judges will be looking for seeing projects that really push the boundaries of what is a hack and how far you can go. And finally, we have the Hidden Technology Challenge. This is for solutions that don't have a UI, that haven't got a pretty user interface. They aren't just a website with a nice bit of React and a bit of Bootstrap or Vue. Instead, we're looking at projects that really use deep algorithms and work seamlessly behind the scenes to deliver the most value possible. And in terms of judging, teams can be up to 6 people, and you can enter a maximum of 2 categories, 1 DocSoc category and 1 sponsor category. Judging will be based on the originality, the usefulness, and the technical complexity, as well as your presentation. And we tried to build a holistic view of your whole project and use that to make a judgment on who the winner is. You'll need to select slots for your presentation, and then you'll later present your projects to your judges. And you can do that on the my.ichac.org website, which you should already be familiar with. If in doubt, it's the QR code on the back of your lanyards. And next up, we'll hear from Chicken Media on their meme prize.
Hey everyone, you can hear me, right? Yeah, great. Can't really see you, but I assume you're there. So, hey, I'm Paul. I'm also here with my mate Taran. I'm also here with my other mate Ollie. Three of us here representing Chicken Media, as you can see on the screen there. We do media. We've done media for a while. And if you've come to ICHAC before, you'd have seen us before. If you've not been to ICHAC before, you're going to see us a lot. And we're going to get all up in like your mugs. And so, like, yeah, sorry, funny, the bad photos are going to come out after. But yeah, if you've seen the montage that played before the thing, that was us as well. But yeah, we have a meme prize. I mean, there's not really much to explain there. If you make a good meme that makes us laugh and we like it, you know, respect the craft. Has to be. If it's a good Photoshop, I rate that. If it's topical, great. If it's something that's particular to this venue as well, also great. But yeah, make a good meme, get a good prize. Cheers.
And just to summarize on that, meme submissions will happen on Slack, so make sure to send your best memes onto the meme Slack channel as well. And for the other categories, teams, as I mentioned earlier, teams up to 6 allowed, and you need to submit them on the my.ichac.org portal with submissions closing tomorrow at noon, so make sure you get your projects all submitted by then. You'll have to submit a slot for both your sponsor and DocSoc category at the same time. ICHAC also has a talented team of mentors. These are industry-hardened veterans who can help you with your code. You can also go to the sponsors course, who will help work on your projects and make them the best things they can be. So if in doubt with any questions on your projects, head out, hunt out someone in a mint shirt, and they'll show you what to do. And next up, for Wi-Fi, if you're from Imperial, which I imagine is most of you, you can use Imperial WPA as usual. For students in a UK university, or in fact, a university from across the world, Edge Your Own works a treat. And finally, for anyone else, the cloud works as well, and you just have to provide an email, and then you can sign up. Feel free to take a picture of the slide if you need to remember it, but it should be pretty straightforward. And finally, we have a code of conduct. As hackers, you've already signed to say that you agree to be nice and be respectful. And we just ask that a hackathon is about competition, but it's also about collaboration. So be nice to each other, and if you experience any unwanted behavior, please talk to a member of staff, and we'll deal with that. We want to make sure that everyone has the best time possible, so help us help you by being nice and being respectful. Next up, I'll invite Kemi back to go through some housekeeping on health and safety.
Before I release you all to start hacking, let's go through some housekeeping about what you need to do if you encounter if you sustain any injuries or if you're harassed by anyone on campus. Please contact the college security. The numbers behind your lanyard as well. And if you need to reach out to DocSoc, you may call the number that's behind your lanyard. So let's just go through. What if you encounter fire on campus? Please press one of these 2 buttons. And on the same way, do not press them because we have to evacuate the whole building. Once you recognize a fire, look at the green exit signs right there and follow through and go to the safest area around you. So since this is an overnight event, 24 hours hacking, the building will be locked down from 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. in the sense that if you need to leave from 11 to 8, please contact one of the staff members who will be wearing this shirt right here, and they will let you out for campus. If not, you can also contact the college security by either calling the number or heading to the office just right above H bar. You're also encouraged to take a break and go back home if you're tired, to take a nap, and then come back fresh and hack tomorrow. Let me invite my colleague Alex back on stage to talk you through the last bit.
Yeah, so finally, I know everyone's really excited to get started on their projects. If you haven't yet found a team, feel free to wait in this room after the ceremony ends, and you can find some colleagues to work on your project then. But I think the last thing to say is, let's get hacking.